Welcome back to Island Life Live. You know, the month of June is Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month. Now, Alzheimer's is a growing crisis in Hawaii, so who do we turn to for, a helping hand for our kupuna who are living with memory loss?
Well, you can always pule. And then call the wonderful, compassionate people at Brightstar Care of Honolulu. We welcome him back to our hale. Fine representative of Brightstar Care of Honolulu. This is Noah Lee, our operations manager. How are you doing, brother? Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Now, can you please share with our viewers why this month is so important?
Yes, of course. June is Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month. And what we want to do is really just spread awareness about this terrible disease. It impacts so many across the world and the United States and here locally. Just across the United States, there are over 6 million people dealing with Alzheimer's and dementia. And so it's growing because, we have an aging population.
Yes.
And so it's super important to just kind of increase this awareness, let the people know that we're here to help. There are solutions available to help mitigate some of the symptoms of this terrible disease.
And when you mention 6 million, 6 million people might have it, but it does affect more than the 6 million. It affects their family members, their spouses, and anyone who's connected with them, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, we'll talk about some of the ways that you guys help families coming up in a minute, but I wanted to ask you, what are some of the early indicators if, you start recognizing these signs in your family? Can you share some of those, Noah?
Yeah, I'm sure we all know people who have kind of dealt with some of these symptoms, and it's super common. Some of the most obvious ones being forgetful, forgetting simple daily things that, usually they would have remembered in their past. Even repeating the same things, in the span of the same conversation, that's a very kind of clear one that very hits home pretty quickly. Also just kind of a personality mood shift that is more kind of drastic than what you're used to. Those can really happen with Alzheimer's, and just really something to look out for. And really, the important thing is to have the conversation before it gets to the official diagnosis point. If you notice something, even if it seems small, have that conversation with your family, with your loved ones. Even if it's hard, it's important to kind of get ahead of it and start planning for the future.
Yeah. Absolutely, and we're always so grateful that you come here and you drop all of this important advice and tips on our viewers. So thank you so much. But how can the folks at Brightstar Care of Honolulu help out when a family is starting to see these indicators in a loved one?
Of course, yeah. Getting in-home care support is one of the best ways to really help and adjust and just be there to support your loved ones. We offer everything, a wide range of care, companion, personal care, and then all the way up to skilled nursing, all in the comfort of your own home. So it's a really great thing that you can get. We have trained, experienced professionals who come into the home. We really want to have that experience elevated for our kupuna, feeling that support, and for the family members as well to just have a little bit of respite, knowing that their loved ones are in the care of trusted professionals.
He's so young. Noah is so young, but when you come over here, I feel every time we talk story, I feel a little bit at ease.
Yes.
Because I know that we go on an advocate for us in our community, Brightstar Care of Honolulu, and you and your mom and your family. So thank you so much again for stopping by. Now, before we wrap up over here, what do families need to know if they're caring for a loved one with dementia? Any additional tips you can share?
I'd say many families think that they're in it alone, that they have to kind of take it alone, that many families don't know that there are solutions out there. And we want them to know that there are solutions like Brightstar Care. We're available, we're willing, we're super happy to help our families to get the assistance they need.
Yes,
Beautiful.
And thank you so much, brother. Noah Lee, he's our operations manager of Brightstar Care of Honolulu with just a huge heart to help our kupuna and help our community. brightstarcare.com/Hawaii.
Hey, we're going to send a shout out to his sister, Raya. She's over here in the studio.
Hi,
too.
Raya. This is our next generation of Brightstar Care. I
so
love
awesome.
that.
Right on, Noah. Thanks again, brother.